Hey everyone, Andrew here. Today we're going to be focusing on mobile device exploitation through a man-in-the-middle attack using a tool called MITMF. MITMF should be in the package list if you're using a recent version of Kali. I'm using 2017.3 for this demo. It didn't come pre-installed, so I had to install it through apt, but it's literally just apt-get install MITMF and you should be good to go. This attack isn't solely a mobile attack. It will work on most devices since we're attacking from the network level, but I'm pen testing a mobile device today to demonstrate that it is a viable attack even on the latest devices. So I'll be attacking a Nexus 5X that's running Android Oreo, which is the latest version at the time of this video. I'll also be hopping between the Chrome browser and Firefox on the Nexus to prove the viability of these attacks regardless of browser. So let's get started. So very quickly, I'm just going to start up MITMF without any options just to show you the different options that are available. So just kind of scrolling through here, I want you to focus on this spoof section really quick because that's what we're going to be using primarily to do this attack. We're doing sort of a basic attack. We're not really doing much with the information. I just want to show you how to get the information. So you have to use the spoof option, and when you use that, you'll need to specify which type of spoofing you'll want to use. We're going to use ARP since it works with most devices. When you use the ARP option, you'll have to specify the gateway, and then you'll have to specify the target that you're going to use. Another option that we're going to use today is the HSTS option. You probably know what HSTS is, so I won't go into that. But this loads up the SSL strip plugin, and that's gonna redirect traffic. We're gonna be able to sniff the traffic then, regardless of the protocol. So yeah, so let me go ahead and put the command in, and we'll get started sniffing traffic. So here's the command. So attack guide, that's just for specifying the interface that you're using. WLAN0 is typical, it could be ETH0, WLAN1, whatever. We've loaded up the spoof plugin, the ARP plugin, the gateway option that I mentioned earlier, the target, which is the Nexus device, there's the IP for that, and then we're using the HSTS bypass. So you'll notice that this attack is a bit of a waiting game. I'm not gonna show you the results unedited. This video would be like 20 minutes long if I did that. But yeah, so I'll go ahead and use Firefox, and we'll go to BuzzFeed and just kind of give you an idea of what shows up. I'm not gonna log in or anything like that, but this will give you an idea of what shows up. So here we go. All right, so we'll notice right off the bat, it tells us the type of browser that we're using, the operating system, and the website that we're going to. The DNS resolving, this to that for HSTS bypass. It's essentially a downgrade attack. That's what we did when we used the HSTS flag in the command. Now, this is going to allow us to actually sniff the traffic, whereas we wouldn't be able to with HSTS. All right, now let me show you what happens when we capture a login. Sometimes we can get credentials. One website I know we can do this on is Reddit. So let's go. Let's go to Reddit. All right, so we're seeing some of the calls come in right here. Reddit uses an API, so we're going to get a lot of JSON data, a lot of post data, you know, when it communicates with its API. But I'm gonna log in with a fake password, obviously, just so I can show you how this shows up. So I'm logging in now, and we'll wait for that to pop up here. Okay, so here it is. Username, Datanoid, password, you know, fake password. Yeah, so I mean, that's pretty great, right? Super simple. Took us like no effort, and you know, we have credentials right there. So we'll try this with another website now. I know that it's not going to work on Facebook, so try it on MySpace. All right. So I don't think I have a MySpace account anymore. So yeah, so I'm gonna use a fake email address and password here. And we'll filter through these results and see, you know, what the post data says. I'll be skipping through this part quite a bit. MySpace has they have a lot of affiliates, you know, and they have a lot of like, you know, ad networks and stuff that just kind of fill your screen with junk requests. So, you know, you'll see that a lot too. But if you're after credentials, then you'll mostly be just filtering for post data. You know, if you wanted to pipe the results to a file, you could later just, you know, search for posts. All right, so here is the data that we're looking for. Looks like we've got a cross-site request forgery token, and then yeah, here at the very end, email equals user %40, which is URL encoded. So that's user at email. Anyway, I hope that this video helped. I know this is a great jumping off point. You know, I didn't go into great detail. That was on purpose. I want to later dive into the beef exploitation framework. You know, a lot of really cool stuff there that we'll be using with MITMF. So, you know, again, hope this helped, and happy hacking.